Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to DayZ Solo Wanderer. This is episode number 25. In the past week, a lot's happened in the past week, actually. The channel passed 100 subscribers, which I'm very happy and humbled by. I appreciate everybody that's been subscribing and coming to hang out and just show support and enjoying the format of these videos, which I was a little dubious on when I started. So appreciate you guys. And we got a big announcement on for the new update, 1.23, I believe, and that just came to experimental servers recently, and I noticed this thing was damaged when I was editing footage the other day. That's looking pretty cool. They're revamping the Northwest Airfield and adding a new skybox and a new weapon. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. I don't typically play the experimental branch. I was maybe considering it this time, but I still don't know. But what I do know is that I've got about a month before it goes to the live servers, and that likely... why is my stuff sorted all weird? There we go. That likely means a wipe. So I did not anticipate this series to last this long. Typically I don't survive this long. And I don't have a whole lot of time to play during the week. And hopefully the series wraps up before the wipe, so I'm gonna have to do something to kind of rush that along. I'm trying to come up with a win condition now to say, all right, this is a goal that we're shooting for, and okay. And if we do this goal, we can consider this a win without maybe dying. And that's going to involve us getting ourselves involved in a lot of dangerous situations to where the likelihood of us getting into a gunfight or whatever, or shot without seeing it, otherwise a normal end to a DayZ run, increases. So right now what I'm kind of playing around with is we've been searching for these VSD mags for a long time, so we're gonna hit up Tisy and just pretty much hang around the tier 4 zones. Go through the cities, the little town that's up there, Tisy, and just loot around like normal. See if maybe we can... I think keep this one. Get into some trouble that way, and then start making ourselves south. Hit up the Northwest Airfield, then go to VMC, then go to Starry, then go to Zelenogorsk, and work our way back down to the southern coast, and hit the train tracks to the west, past the vehicle pileup down there. And it's the edge of the map is right there. But maybe the headcanon could be that we, escape from Tarkov, as it were. And then just kind of be hoping that in the process of making our way down there, we'll end up putting ourselves in some exciting situations and it being a very slim chance of us actually making it to extract. And I think that would be kind of a fun thing to do, and I've got a couple different potential variations of that idea, and I'm kind of trying to weigh that. It's either that or kind of beeline for the coast in an easterly fashion, maybe go to Berezino, and like say I have to run the coast all the way around and back to the train tracks in the lower west side of the map. But first things first is we're kind of need to go to Tisy first and foremost, because I still, at least, especially now with some of the changes in 1.23, I think they've added they've taken the VSD from higher tier loot spawn areas, military areas, and put it on just in the gas zones. So that'll make the VSD a little bit more difficult to get for a solo player for sure. And so I at least want to say maybe I got mags in it and shot with intent at somebody with it. But I don't know. Yeah, that's good, fine. I don't know if we'll actually do that or not, but that's kind of what I'm rolling around in my head right now. Forgot to set my timer again, which I don't even know why I bother at this point. I really don't. I need to put a sticky note on my monitor. We're gonna say 10 minutes I've been playing. I do need to do a location check though. 0.59, 0.09. 0.59, 0.09. Am I really here? Oh, 0.59. Good grief. 0.59. Okay. So we're like right in here. Oh, okay. We've cooked in this house this playthrough. Alright. There's the summer camp. And there's Tisy. So, yeah, let's just keep on heading west. Might have been hanging out in this area long enough to catch a mushroom spawn. Oh, that does remind me that I need to be thinking about food too. Heavy. Clothes wet? No, I'm just heavy. There's a feed shack over there. So, one thing that I'm going to be doing the next series, or one of the next series, the next series that's most similar to Solo Wanderer. I haven't quite decided if I'm going to keep this as a theme. And start doing episodes. Or sorry, that gun cleaning kit in front of the stove tossed me off for a second. Oh shit, I lost my train of thought now. Oh, so I've been playing on this community server, and I don't know, 7 or 8 months ago when I was playing, it was a much more populated server. Oh god, I can't run for shit. What do I have on me that's so heavy? I might have to hide some trees and start prioritizing some stuff, or else we're not going to be able to pick up anything at Tisy when we get there. But yeah, I prefer the excitement of people in this game, even though if a lot of my play style could be considered a little more stealthy, non-confrontational. I do like that element, and it's an element that I really liked about open play and Elite Dangerous and a lot of these games, to where it's an overall relaxing, immersive experience mixed with just intense, sudden drops of adrenaline, and the threat of that just keeping you on edge enough to where this isn't as mundane as it looks. For me, anyway. Some people hate the way that I play. But it's been kind of a struggle. Like, I don't even like to log in and get footage unless there's a certain amount of people on the server, because then it's more or less a PvE game. And I don't think that's why. Well, some of us play because of that, but that's not really why I'm playing. So, you know, I got to kind of keep an eye on the server browser, and then when we're getting above 25-30 people, then I'll pop on and try to get as many episodes as I can. But I think the most I've ever been on this server, when I've been able to play, I think 45 people's been the most out of 60. And if it was on average 45, that mushroom go up picked up. If it was on average 45 people on the server, I'd be happy about it, but it's not. It's probably 10 or 15 people on the server on average, and sometimes I just skip playing for this series because it's just not worth it for me. You know, I want the drama. You know, that's what draws me to the game. So I think for the next series that I do, I'm just going to be having to go official. I might look around for another more populated vanilla community server. I expect there's going to be a population uptick with the changes in 1.23, but you know, a lot of the hardcore player base has moved on. You know, a lot of people play Namalsk, or however you pronounce it, and there's just a lot of good mod maps, community maps out there that people play a lot, and I want to try some of those, but I also want to keep doing these vanilla playthroughs, because I think for a lot of people, they play just casually enough to where they're not really trying to download, new maps and mods. Like, there's enough here to learn for people for a long time. And but in doing that, I would also like to have interactions with people and try to find folks to go on adventures with. And, those sorts of potential shenanigans and hijinks and heartache. And I feel like the only way I'm really guaranteed that is to pop on official servers. And then it's just the trade-off being that we may run increased chance of dying to a hacker. So I gotta give it some thought still, but I definitely know that the next series is not going to be on this server. And it's a great server. I think I'm following somebody. I've had a lot of fun on this server over the past year, but it might just be not enough people looking for this experience to give me the experience that I would like with it. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing some themed playthroughs. It's less this just general gameplay and survival, and a little bit more focused on, maybe roleplay or a theme. I've been brainstorming some ideas about that and just seeing ways that I can. My favorite thing about sandbox games, and especially sandbox games with the human element involved in some way, is that you're really only limited by your imagination. When you get all these random inputs coming into a system like this one from different players and different imaginations and play styles, it just leads to some really organic content coming out. But sometimes you need to be kind of imaginative too. So I'm just gonna eat up on these mushrooms real quick. Hang out. I might get in these thicker trees over here because those first couple parasol mushrooms, I had been in that general area long enough to where I would have been okay saying those were for me. But these penny buns, as we're walking through the woods, it's 2 now. Do feel like I'm potentially trailing somebody. Those are wet. Damp plate carrier. I'm just kind of going through my weights. Seeing what could be weighing me down so bad. That adds a bit. That pan. I don't need that. How much does a rope weigh? ½ pound. I don't need that. Oh yes, I do. That's how I'm fishing. That's my fishing rope. Or do I just have tracers? Yeah. Got some water weight on us. .46.11. Okay, I'm right here. Alright, yeah, just keep on heading west. Probably why I'm starting to see mushrooms. If we make it in and out of Tisy, I'll be just as surprised as anyone else. And in the meanwhile, we got a walking loop pinata en route to Tisy. Somebody might be getting ready to have a good day. Look at all these mushrooms. Oh, that one's rotten. I don't know what to do with this information right now. I know that's more mushrooms than I've seen in one place in a long time. Which would kind of lead you to believe that somebody's hanging out in this area. But how do you play that? Or is it just so many people walking this way? I know that if I get into an engagement, I'm going to need to get somewhere and pop that epinephrine first and foremost. Wow, okay. As long as I got my AUG out, I can drop the book bag. Got plenty of sharpening stones. And here again, I don't know if I should be on the ridge line moving west that way and coming in from the north side of Tisy, or if I should just keep going this direct westerly route. Feels like I'm sandwiching myself between a ridge line and that town. But if I go on top of that ridgeline, I'm kind of sandwiching myself between the ridgeline and the edge of the map. I don't know which is preferable. Look at it, man. I keep following. That's rotten. Can't keep your eye on everything. My wife and I went for a hike this past weekend. We just had a lot of rain come through the other week because of that storm system. I can't remember what the hell they called it, though. It's a hurricane that hit the east coast of America. But there was mushrooms everywhere out in the woods. I'm pretty fascinated by mushrooms in real life, so that was pretty cool. Got a lot of cool pictures. Another thing that I'm going to do in between series, just because in order to maintain the consistency and pace on this series, as long as it takes me to render and put the footage together and all that, I haven't had a lot of time to dig into my mixing quality yet. So when this series is over too, another thing I'm going to do is I might take a week or so off and just start figuring out how to tweak the microphone levels and set up to where you don't hear my keyboard clicking in the background as much. And you know, if I'm sniffling or whatever. But I don't want to do that just now. And I don't know how much luck I'm gonna have with it because I have notoriously low patience for stuff like that. I'm just like, it's good enough, whatever. Sometimes my good enough isn't everybody's good enough. Or the average person good enough. As long as I'm better than that by a small margin, I'm good. I'll never be an audiophile, I don't think. Okay, so summer camp's up there. This is actually part of the little town of Tisy here. Oh, that's something I can do. I forgot about. Put these on front again. And I was also wondering if is it better to put the pistol holster on the hip in case you get shot in the chest and damaging your pistol. I think it looks cooler on the chest, but I just thought about myself being curious about that. So till I learn otherwise, I'm gonna put the holster on the leg. Alright, nothing in here. And I think from here, I would like to take a more of a top-down approach. Just having a little look. I don't necessarily want to camp. The camp. Just seeing what's to see. Yeah, the closer we get to Tisy, the quieter I'm likely to get. I can feel the nerves starting already. .31, .07. Okay, so we're right here. Alright, that's pretty much it for me. Just straight west now. Yeah. This is... For a second I was like, oh, I hadn't seen a mushroom in a minute. Maybe we're not following somebody. No, I can't see behind me with this hiking bag on like that. It's bad. I think another trick once we get in here, if we're actually able to get around and loot some, is to not get tempted and sidetracked by grabbing stuff we don't need. We're here for FX mag, VSD mag, and pertinent ammunition. That's about it. Night vision goggles if we find them, but I don't even know if they spawn here like that. Rock formations. I've only been to Tisy twice, and I've come in from the south both times. My side was protected. So, while we're going to be putting ourselves in more dangerous situations than I tend to do on average, also just don't want to throw the run away. So, just slow and methodical. And if I die, it'll probably be from me being slow and methodical and somebody catching me in the woods. That guy happened to me on Livonia one time. I just loaded out of it back and forth on the map, just putting in work. And I'm running around to convoy crash sites looking for tickets to get in the bunker. And went to a spot centrally located. The crash wasn't there. Nearby was a lake filled up with water. Ran up in the woods, sitting in the trees, doing inventory. Was dead. Heard silent weapon, and then was dead. Really should probably be saving my sprint. I had that big long synopsis about why I was over encumbered in Grishino. I was like, I need to not do that. And here we are. I've been kind of walking south, huh? Wonder, did that throw me off too much? 0.22.10. Oh, no, not at all. Almost there, in fact. Oops. do you no favors with cover around here. Birch forest. Or beach. I don't know, I think it's birch. Okay. So we've got 2 minutes till the end of this episode. So I'm going to pop over in these trees. You see our first little hint of the military base there. And go ahead and call that an episode. Appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Pop in here and see what awaits us in Tisy. Have a good one.